Welcome back. You're watching Daily Mirror. Now, Ayushmann Khurrana is known for taking brave steps. From Bollywood's poster boy to becoming its dream girl, he continues to experiment and shine. Must have been a difficult transition for Ayushmann Khurrana, but you have to give credit to him for taking such risks. Well, Bollywood's new dream girl is back. Yes, Ayushmann Khurrana is back with Dream Girl 2. It is the sequel to the 2019 release Dream Girl, and both have been helmed by Raaj Shaandilyaa. Now, the movie also stars Ananya Pandey, Anu Kapoor, Paresh Rawal, and Vijay Ras. It has hit the theatres today, but the movie has got the internet divided, though. While a section of audience has loved the movie, some have called it a forced comedy. While Ayushmann has portrayed the character Pooja without letting it go out of hand, he unearnedly brings out the concept of the Ardhanareshwar with much ease. This highly anticipated sequel showcases Khurrana's comedic brilliance once again. Now, coming to the drawbacks, the writing is a mishmash of gags. It reminds us of the 2000 era and will definitely not find much appeal to the current audience. For most, the second half was a drag. Having said that, Dream Girl 2 is not a completely lost cause. So the big questions are, can Ayushmann Khurrana alone bring the movie-goers to theatres? Is Ayushmann Khurrana's Pooja worth a dial? Is Dream Girl 2 massy or messy comedy of errors? Well, I'm taking these questions across to my guest. In fact, Girish Wankhede, senior trade analyst, columnist, and ex-PVR National Marketing Head, joins me here this evening. Girish, thank you very much for taking the time out and joining us here on Mirror. Now, I do hear you're going to be going and watching the film in a bit, but what are the reviews around you like? What are people talking and saying about this?
People are obviously mixed about the reactions. Some are saying wonderful, some are still in the awe of the very first film in 2019, which was Dream Girl. But in totality, there is a positive line of action, because when we are talking about around 22,000 tickets which were pre-sold, and there was a great euphoria. Right now, the way we see for a 2,200 screen release, the estimation is somewhere around 8 to 10 crores, which is okay, which is considerable, and it is positive. Now, when you have too much expectations with the film, obviously there will be a mixed reaction from the masses, but overall the picture looks bright.
As you call it, that the picture definitely does look bright. I would want your perspective with the fact that the trade, the number game at the end of the day, how do you think, if this is mixed response that is coming in, of course, too early to tell how it will play out at the box office, but do you think, ways that they're going to strategize in terms of coping up?
Yes, it will, because right now we are still in the euphoria of Gadar 2 and Oh My God 2. So in the midst of these huge hits, if we are pitting a film of around 60 crore in such a big film, then it becomes very difficult to stand out. But Dream Girl, it is a very strong franchise. It has got its own fan following. That's why it will be a slow starter, but it will gain. It will be same the way Oh My God 2 pitted against Gadar 2. It was also a slow starter, but it has now more than 127 crores. So similar to this film will also gain its footing, but obviously it is a slow starter. But yes, comedy works in a big way, and with Ayushmann Khurrana and the strength of the franchisee, I think by Saturday and Sunday it will have an upward mobility.
Talking about that, Girish, one can only imagine the kind of journey Ayushmann Khurrana has had, which I even did talk about in my intro, where his experiment over the work of body that he's had over the couple of years has definitely shined. Do you think the makers, of course, are banking on that for moviegoers to just, come on Ayushmann Khurrana's first performance that we did see in the prequel?
Yes, of course, because Ayushmann has a range of characters which he has done, and he has generated that much acceptability among the masses. Early from Vicky Donor to Bala to even Article 15, and with Dream Girl, he was already one notch above. Now the entire onus is not only on him, but we have Anu Kapoor, we have Vijay Raj, we have Ananya Pandey, and this particular set of supporting actors also draws a lot of excitement among the moviegoers. So it is, of course, Ayushmann Khurrana's big film, big draw, but the supporting cast and everybody coming, then Raaj Shaandilya's his own work. So everything combines to give a proper masala entertainer.
Entertainers, you also mentioned how it has been at the box office in the past couple of weeks. Great to see how things are back to normalcy at the box office. As of course, as a trade analyst as well, tell us a little bit about your prediction in the number game as far as these clashes at the box office are concerned.
Now, with Gadar, it will cross 500 crores for sure because this will be right now one of the biggest films in the recent history of cinema. It has already crossed 430 crores, so it will go for 500. Oh My God 2 will cross 150 crores. Then we have Rocky and Rani Ki Prem Kahani, which has already done well. Then this film, if you are talking about Dream Girl 2, it's also looking very positive. It looks that it should cross minimum 25 to 30 crores in its first weekend. So when you are talking about the films, it is a great time for film industry. Last weekend, which was the second weekend of Gadar, it was one of the highest second week collection made by any Hindi film in the history of cinema. And the first weekend when Oh My God and Gadar 2 was released, it was 390 crores, for which the Producers Guild as well as the Multiplex Association has issued a press note. So we can see that this is one of the best times of Hindi films, and with Dream Girl 2 also will keep that pace going on.
Right, Girish, on that note, I want to thank you for joining us. Like you said, it's a slow start, but you're pretty sure it's going to be thriving at the box office. So we'll wait for all the number games to come in. But for the moment, we leave the conversation at that. Thank you very much for your time once again.